that was the quarterback on that one. And when they lose a game, then all right, come back to me with your worries. Up until the point that they lose game, and even I thought the first game they would lose was the Jets, and now there's no way that Zach Wilson is going to beat this football team. No chance.
What's up, YouTube, Philadelphia? Be happy, my people. Just like Jalen Hurts said, when did winning not become the main thing? Keep the main thing the main thing. You can play to the standard and lose, and you're unfulfilled. You can not play to the standard, but win, and you're unfulfilled. So what's important? You got priorities. Winning, number one. The number two, playing to the standard. That's my man. Listen, man. We're in week 3 right now. We got some important games coming up in the NFL. For NFC East. We got the pathetic New York Giants who already lost. I don't know what's going on with y'all Giant fans. I actually feel bad for you. Your team is either getting blown out or they just skating by teams like the Cardinals. You know, that's crazy, man. You know, like, man, it's tough. I guess, man, until your team invests, or I can't say you haven't invested in an offensive line. They did go to Alabama and grab the guy. That left tackle you got, or right tackle, I'm sorry. Neal, I think. Bad news. Then we got the Washington Commanders, Redskins. The Redskin Commanders going up against the Buffalo Bills, right? I think they take their first L today. Now, if they can somehow beat Buffalo, I would be impressed. I would be really impressed with them. And then I think that would just stamp it that the NFC East is the best division in all of sports, or all of football. If the Commanders could beat the Buffalo Bills, who are considered, the best team in their conference, or at least second best, but I think, coming into the season, they were seen as the favorite to win their division. They lose to the Commanders, that would be something else. This Sam Howell looking a little better than people anticipated. I mean, I don't know what people expected from him. We had no information on him, really, besides playing that last game against Dallas, which Dallas had no excuse for losing, but they lost. And that's the thing, man, with Dallas. Dallas is going to win today. If they lose today, they will be getting clowned to no end. They'll be getting clowned. So they absolutely have to win that game. You guys have the easiest game of the week. All right, the Giants had the 49ers. That's no picnic. The Commanders got Buffalo, which is no walk in the park. And the Eagles on Monday night, we have Tampa Bay. Say what you want about them, but they are 2-0. Okay, so that's, 2-0 is 2-0. That's no absolute picnic. You guys got the 0-2 Cardinals. All right, so I don't hear nothing about no damn, easy schedule for anybody. All right, so far y'all had the Giants, which, I mean, is that you consider that hard, right? Team that you beat 20 billion times over the last 10 years. Then the Cowboys had the Jets without Aaron Rodgers. I mean, come on. And they talking about, they beat Buffalo. Listen, that was week 1. Okay, like, stop it. All right, Zach Wilson, come on, man, cut it out. Okay, so we're gonna see. Bad news, as we know, for Dallas. They lost Trayvon Diggs for the season. Looks like Tyron Smith, the often hurt Tyron Smith, 7'10", 500 pounds, stay hurt Tyron Smith, out again. I believe today. This dude, they swear, is the best right tackle in football when healthy. I can't tell. That's what they say. We got a guy that hadn't given up a sack in 3 seasons, right? But this dude better. Yeah, all right. So, you got that. Like I said, I like Dallas to win that. You better win it, or you'll be clowned, and don't be losing me no money if I decide to bet. Nah, I don't bet. I'm just joking. Got Dallas. I definitely think the Commanders are going to lose. I would be highly impressed if they do win. And if the Commanders were to beat Washington, to beat Buffalo, we would have to argue that they have a better, more impressive start to their season than Dallas and even the Eagles if they were to beat Buffalo. You got to say that. It is what it is. It ain't about style points. It's about who you beat. And now we got the Eagles coming up Monday night. I'm so tired of these primetime games. It's all cool. I love the environment, the music, the stage, the pomp and splendor and all of that leading up to the game is great. But I hate waiting for those games, man. And it's nothing better than getting up on a Sunday morning, make my morning prayers and everything that I do. Eat, make a couple runs early. Maybe got to make a quick run to the market to grab some little ins and out. And then have my coffee and watch the game at 1 o'clock. Watch all the little morning shows, NFL Today, Fox, NFL, Sunday, all of that. And get straight to the game at 1 o'clock. That's the best thing in the world. All right, but when your team is a marquee team, and they like the best team in their conference and all of that, the NFL wants to put them on display, so they give them all these damn Thursday night games, Monday night games, Sunday night games, 4:30 games. Guess that's just how it goes, man. But Tampa Bay, listen, cannot take this team lightly. Just cannot, especially us being on the road. We're not a bad road team. Actually, we're an excellent road team last year. We beat them in Washington last year. It was the game at home that we actually lost to them last year. That's Washington. What am I talking about? We got to play Tampa Bay. All right. So I'm tripping. So Tampa Bay comes in. We got to go there, and got Baker Mayfield playing pretty good. What he's trying to do is resurrect his career. Things went bad in Cleveland. Things didn't work out for him in Carolina. Ended up going to the Rams, where he actually played a couple of good games. He was better than anyone they had in there other than Matt Stafford. So then he comes here now, and this is like, do or die for him, man. So, he gonna play his heart out. And Baker Mayfield is a guy you have to respect. At this point, he's now a veteran, journeyman guy. But you got to respect him. He still has a decent arm. He got some weapons. We're talking about Chris Godwin. We're talking about the other receiver. I'm tripping right now, y'all. Mike Evans, Chris Godwin. So, our secondary's got to be on point for this one. Their offensive line, I think we should be able to get to them. I really haven't seen us matched up with those guys in a while. But I think we should be able to get pretty much through any offensive line. Hassan Reddick is due for a big game. People sitting here talking all this stuff, worrying about him. Listen, it was the same thing last season. Hassan actually got off to a slow start. I think he didn't get his first sack till around, was it week 3? I think against Arizona, or maybe it was against Jacksonville. Was his breakout. So I'm not worried about him at all. He knows what he's doing. He's actually getting good hurries. He actually has a decent win rate. Josh Sweat needs you on point, man. I already know the guys in the middle going to do their thing. We're talking about Fletcher. We're talking about Jalen Carter, who I'm hoping to see gets more snaps. Him and Jordan Davis. There's no excuse in the world giving these guys under 20 snaps. I don't know what this coaching staff is doing. I hate to even think about it because then I go off on a tangent. All right? I just don't understand it. What are you doing? Put the damn rookies in the game. Not because, all of this seniority stuff is stupid. You should have seniority only based on talent and production. These guys way less snaps and they're being more productive. Put them in the freaking game. You know, Nolan Smith. When are we going to get a Nolan Smith sighting, a legitimate one? I mean, you have a guy that can run a sub 4.4 40, and he's playing defensive end / linebacker. Why are you not using him on stunts and creative things? Same thing with Hassan Reddick. Why do you think Micah Parsons looks so great? Not only does he have a decent win rate against tackles when he plays straight up, but he's also, like, they're using him on stunts. They send him around. They're using him on gadgets and Joker type plays. Like, that helps, man. You know, feature your guys. You know, it's like, like, the lack of creativity gets on my nerves, man. You know, it's just laying there playing soft all the time, man. Like, bruh, when is this organization going to get it, man? When are they going to get it? When are they going to get it? Man, I just don't understand what they're doing, especially on the defensive side of the ball. But at any rate, I expect our defense to step up, man. We got Reed Blankenship coming back. As you guys know, I am not the biggest Reed Blankenship fan. I'm trying to tell y'all he's very limited in how effective he'll be. Not saying he can't be a decent player. I do not think he'll be a great free safety. You could try him at strong safety. Maybe he can excel there. I could possibly see that. I don't see him as a free safety. At least not a great one, okay? Sidney Brown has the athletic talent to be a free safety, and he should be your free safety, okay? When are we going to get Sidney Brown? You know, I mean, we're talking about pure raw athleticism and talent sitting on the Eagles roster on the sidelines every week. Just think about the guys that are on the sideline that are not getting a lot of snaps. Sidney Brown, okay, who was a Big Ten, standout, college, clearly the most athletic guy. All of the beat writers who were like at Eagles practices in the off season said that he stood out. He just was different from the rest of the guys. Why are they not using him? Because he's a rookie. You don't have time for this dumb stuff, guys. We really don't. We don't have time for it. We need to put it together to put the best product on the floor. But where's Nolan Smith? You have a guy that is an athletic freak that you're not using. Why? All right. Excuse me. Stuff just gets to me, okay? Being close to the game, stuff makes me mad. Not using him. And this is what I'm going to say here. Now, before any of you retort with, well, maybe, they're concerned he'll make mistakes. He hasn't shown in practice that, he got all the little plays down and he doesn't know where he's going to be all the time and this and that. Okay, this is what I'm going to say to that. You have those things happening anyway, right? We're watching the games, and I've seen missed assignments both weeks. First with the Patriots, the time when Bradbury was beat, it was a missed assignment on the part of a safety. Last week, I mean, if that missed assignment, number 17 scored on that touchdown pass, that was just, I mean, that was unbelievable. That was like almost as egregious as what happened last year in the Super Bowl. Okay. So that's one problem, is that there's something in the scheme that has players thinking more than reacting, and I don't like that. I don't like these super ultra complicated schemes that leave your defense out there confused. Or who you supposed to get him? You supposed to get him. I'm supposed to get him. This and that. I don't like those types of defenses. I like it real simple. You got that guy. You got that guy. You got that guy. Okay? Because when all else fails, it's going to come down to my athlete better than your athlete. My athlete equal to your athlete. Right? That I can accept. I can't accept like a coach trying to act like a genius formulating some type of scheme and you end up looking like a moron. Okay, let it be that the athlete that you have got beat. Don't let it be that the coordinator just put together something that was just either too complicated or just whatever. Okay? Because one or the other needs to happen. You should know that your scheme is too complicated for the guy. And if that's the case, you need to change it up so that way you're not out there looking like a fool when he doesn't execute. Because at the end of the day, you're giving up first downs, you're giving up touchdowns. Okay? Or put in a different guy who does know it. Right? But why I say put the athlete on there is, you see, athletes superior athletes, guys that have 40-inch verticals like Sidney Brown, who can run 4.4s or sub 4.4s like Sidney Brown and Nolan Smith. What athletes can do is utilize their athleticism in order to make up for lack or deficiency of knowledge, knowing plays and where they're supposed to be and so on. Right? Oftentimes, Deion Sanders, right, would get beat by wide receivers initially during the play. But then because he's so superior with his athleticism, he has what you call makeup speed. He can make up for it and still make the play. Lawrence Taylor, and when his first couple of seasons, he didn't even know damn near hardly any of the playbook. It took him a while. But he's still out there making plays and was still the best player out there because of his superior athleticism. That's why you want athletes on the floor. You want strong, you want fast, you want strong, you want long. That's what you want out there. All right? And that makes up for a lot of stuff. Because at the end of the day, see ball, get ball. Right? Like when all else fails, see ball, get ball. I want those types of guys out there. But at any rate, I can't pick us to lose to Tampa Bay. I feel like we're the better team. But you can't go out there on some dumb stuff. Please, whatever you do, don't go out there with preconceived notions about whether or not you can run the ball or not. I still, to this day, believe that 2 years ago when we lost to Tampa Bay Buccaneers, that we would have had a chance to win that game had we went out there establishing the running game. Right? You have people with this mentality where they're saying, you can't run on Tampa Bay. And they're saying this without the Eagles even trying to run on Tampa Bay. Why would you go into any game? If you go into any game believing you can't pass or you can't run before you go out there and they actually stop you, you already lost. Before the ball's ever even snapped, you already lost that game. You already lost that game because you're letting them tell you what you can and cannot do. How about you try to run, then they stop you? Okay, then they can stop me because you're out there getting your passing game stopped anyway. So what the hell are you doing? Right? That was unbelievable, horrible strategy. I wanted Nick Sirianni, I wanted these guys fired after that game not because having no patience with a new coach. It was because of like that type of mentality. I judge people a lot based on mentality. If you don't know how I get down. So anyway, man, that's pretty much what I got on that, So we're gonna go ahead, man, get it in with these morning shows. Check out Dallas today at 7. I think I got the Commanders at 1, and we're gonna watch that body bag that the Commanders about to get served, and go ahead and watch Dallas get another easy win and get all hyped up this week about how elite their defense is, how they don't need Diggs, blah, 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 blah. Very predictable. That's what's going to happen this week, how they're going to overtake the Eagles this week, all of that kind of stuff. While we just go ahead and rack up W's, stay under the radar, which is better. Because around week 12, it'll be the reverse. They'll be saying the Eagles are still the best team in the NFC East. Once Dallas lets them down, as they always do. Dallas will let them down somewhere around Thanksgiving. Dallas will be falling off. It's pretty much how it works. So with that, man, I'm out. Peace.